Hey Clashes, tomorrow, so the 10th of October, we have a new medal event starting for every town of 6 and higher player, and it's going to end on the 1st of November. During that time, you can unlock rewards, but as well, we have 3 returning event troops and 1 completely new event troop you can unlock. The way on how you can unlock all of the rewards and the event troops are a little bit different this time around, because you cannot unlock them in ranked battles, because there is a new mechanic now. With this new mechanic, at the start of a normal battle, 3 meteors are going to strike the base you're going to attack, and to be more specific, only defenses 3x3 from the sides can be hit by those meteors. Any other building can't be hit, which means, for example, expos, scatter shots, wizard towers. Such defenses can be hit and turned into, well, meteor stones. Those have a lot of hit points, and when they're if they are destroyed, they're going to explode and deal damage. But you have to destroy them to get those points to progress through the event and unlock all of those different rewards. But for every ranked player who is struggling with time maybe of doing all of the attacks, I would highly recommend to do your attacks during the end of the event, because as always, those points you're getting for destroying those stones is going to ramp up over the duration of the event. So maybe you do not want to get things ready and done in the beginning because you're still doing your ranked attacks, but that's completely up to you in the end. Still, getting those points and you can progress through the pass, and you can see all of the different rewards right here, the same as those 4 different event troops. Obviously, you can improve those rewards with getting the event pass. If you want to buy that or buy any other offer from the in-game shop or gold pass or whatsoever, make sure that you're supporting your favorite content creator out there. And if you want to support me and this channel, make sure that you're using creator code iTzu. I really appreciate that. But now, let's take a look at the rewards you can get from the trader, because you're going to get medals and you can exchange those medals for equipments and other nice rewards. This time around, if you do not like the new equipment, there are 4 other equipments coming back, and 2 of them with the electro boots and as well the fireball are complete game changers and completely meta right now, pretty much on all of those different town levels. They're really strong, but I think as well we should take a look at the new equipment and as well the new decorations, because we have 2 new decorations coming. But before we take a look at that, let's take a look at the new equipment. This is the Meteor stuff. What it does, every 5 seconds, it's going to launch a meteor to the closest defense next to it, and it's going to deal up to 850 damage. We're going to compare the numbers versus the Dark Crown in just a second, but that's overall the mechanic. But obviously, this is doing splash damage on top, which means possibly you can increase the damage output if there are a lot of buildings close to each other. As well, you can see the new decorations next to the minion prints on the screen as well. But with the defenses touching each other, this is where the meteor stuff can deal a lot of damage. It's not really happening that often though. But let's compare the numbers now right above me. We have the combination of crown with the orb, and we have as well the combination of the meteor with the orb. You can tell already, if you're able to stack up the crown quickly to the 30%, which most of the dragon armies can do quite easily, the crown is outperforming the meteor stuff by a long shot. I mean, that it's not even close. I mean, you have way more hit points while still having significantly more damage. Especially there is a downside at the same time as a positive about the meteor staff, which a lot of times you cannot take advantage of. But that's the range, because take a look at this. We have deployed the minion prints at the bottom, but it's hitting things at the top side. But at the same time in this attack, you can see the downside of this equipment as well, because the minion prince does not always follow up the meteors, because they can be so far away. Just regular builder huts can heal the damage up again, and the damage is completely nullified. The damage is not really mattering whatsoever. So, it's a pro with a long range, but at the same time, it's something which is bad as you're climbing higher with the town levels, because builder huts can completely counter the meteor, because the damage with 850, which might sound high, is actually quite low. So overall, I feel like the meteor stuff just feels like a worse Dark Crown, unfortunately. So still, there's one solid use case which you can try and do. For example, if you're doing a warden short and you have a flame flinger or any flame flinger of any type, just don't place any archers or minions behind the flame flinger. Instead, just deploy the minion prince as a cleanup. Because what this does means that the minion prince stays safe, but at the same time launches already meteors into the base. The only issue here is, again, if you're having the meteors going for something, whereas the bitter hut next to it, the damage is completely irrelevant. And even on this one, where there is no bitter hut close by to the fire spitter, it's just taking damage. It's not even going down. So I really hope someone's coming up with a great use case. Otherwise, I would not say it's like on Lavaloon level. Don't get me wrong, I don't think so. Personally, I just hope it's something like the Snake Bracelet, where just some people have to find a good use case. But currently, what I think is that it's just like a little bit worse of a Dark Crown when it comes down to the DPS output possibilities. Because Dark Crown is not just giving you like a huge back-end monster of a minion prince, but as well it scales so well with the Phoenix, for example. This equipment still, yes, works with the Phoenix, so if the minion prince gets revived, the meteors are still coming. But still, the damage possibility and the output, the burst damage of a fully stacked Dark Crown minion prince is just on a whole different level. So, I hope for the best that someone's coming up with something really solid. The next one is now the event troops. And those can be used in as well the rank mode. Which means they are balanced. I mean, they're trying to aim for the strength of like the iTzu dragon we had half a year ago. This one kind of reminds me of the Pokemon. You will tell me the name in the comments. But this one is like throwing itself into the next building, splits itself, then they're going to jump back together, and as soon as the building is destroyed, they're going to merge together, repeat the entire process again. It is a really weird one. It's a really strange mechanic, somewhat fun at the same time because it's so weird, but I just want to show you, like strength-wise, how quickly they can melt, especially if you're playing with the Legend modifier. Don't get me wrong, without any modifiers, anything can triple. I have shown you how I've went pretty solid with Bart, for example. So yes, obviously this event troop is usable. If you're comparing it though with other troops or other strategies, this one is not one of the strongest whatsoever. Especially because we have a permanent event troop in the game, which is called Root Rider, which pretty much makes all of the other ground armies pretty much not useless, but to some degree look weak. So that's, I guess, the downside here. But overall, I like the mechanic. You can for sure use it in the normal mode. I would not personally recommend it in Legend or any with the other modifiers. But hey, maybe someone was coming up with a really cool use case and I'm wrong. I really hope that I'm wrong because I think the mechanic is kind of funny. Like throwing each other into like the base and then merging together again and such. It looks funny. It just looks funny. That's how it is. But strength-wise, I'm not really sure. I've tried as well with like a mass Royal Champion Invis charge. It's okay to replace like dragons in there, but again, it's like not crazy. So, as I said earlier, the event troops are really trying to make sure that the ranked season is not getting messed up. And you can feel that especially with the Lavaloon, because they have nerfed the Lavaloon from 23 housing space to 35 housing space. I will not say it's killed, but it's close, because this now means really it's like on somewhat the same strength level as a dragon. Which means if the base is not really fitting sometimes, you can struggle quite a bit. Especially now then, if you're playing in those leagues where you which are using modifiers. So long story short, all of those event troops are balanced around the fact that Supercell was not able to make the feature just yet, where event troops are not making it into the ranked attacks. That is like the downside here. So they just want to make sure that the first season of the new feature is not getting completely messed up by some broken event troops. But I feel like the strongest of the event troops, surprisingly, is the Barter. Because this one actually was buffed. From the 70% rage effect you gain in the beginning, they have increased this now to 100%. Which means you should pretty much use this event troop in every army. And this is not the main carry, this is more like about funneling. You can take down, you can use 2 to 3 of them to take down outside buildings. They are way cheaper than rocket loons if you take down the furthest outside layers. You can redirect Royal Champion charges with that. Use it in every army possible. Always like 4 to 5 of them. This is like a nice sweet spot, and it's going to make your attack greater. The next thing, though, is the Ice Minion. That one got a massive buff as well. Okay, I'm kidding. Because the freeze effect was buffed from, take a closer look, 2.5 seconds to 2.7 seconds. I know, that sounds crazy, right? Like, that's insane numbers right there. Okay, I'm stopped kidding. So the Ice Minions is as well, like, they're a nice support troop. Don't get me wrong, they're not weak or anything. They're a nice support troop, but not like a main carry, like, for example, the Lavaloon was or the Meteor Golem could be. So overall, the event troops are for sure in line with regular troops strengths-wise. So let's see how people are going to like that. I feel like everyone who's enjoying the current new rank mode, well, they will enjoy the balance of the event troops a lot. For everyone who really is more into, okay, I want to have goofy strategies, I want to like smash bases, those people won't like the event overall too much. So, well, let's go ahead in the comments. Let's start the battle versus, oh, Supercell's only balancing for pros versus, oh, Supercell is, I don't know. Let's see what some people are coming up with. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know how you would use the event troops or as well the new equipment down below in the comments. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.